It's 11:23. Let's talk Florida Weekly with the man in the know, the presentation editor, Eric Raditz.
Hey, Chad. Hey, Amanda.
Good morning.
So making your cover this week is something that I think a lot of people think about all the time, and I think that this quote from the Danish writer Jane Teller's book, Nothing, really kind of wraps everything up, and it's from the moment that we are born, we begin to die.
Yeah.
And that really wraps up what you guys are doing with your front of your page.
Yes,
your cover.
absolutely. We get a little deep this week, and one thing for certain is that we're all going to die, and we want to remember, though, that it's how we live. And so we remind our readers this week of 101 things you must try in Southwest Florida before you die. So, for example, dance in the rain, or go mudding, or hop in a convertible and drive to the very end of Captiva. Pick a frangipani and offer to a total stranger. Try chocolate cake at Hooters. Jump out of an airplane. Volunteer to drive meals to the hungry amongst us. Catch the green flash. These are just a few, maybe a dozen I just mentioned. It will give you some ideas, and to remember that we need to seize the day, carpe diem, on our lives so that we have no regrets.
Have a fun bucket list, but along the way of having fun, doing things that really matter, you know, that carry importance and that, you know, have value beyond this life. So great read. I'm interested to read that.
Yeah.
The business section, you're talking about taxes, tariffs. Dive into this a little bit.
All right, so one thing that we heard a lot when it comes to trade wars, which is just maybe looking we may have, is increasing import duties as much as 25% on car and car parts. Automobiles will become a real trade weapon as there is international demand and easy mobility. Our car expert gets to the bottom of this, how he believes this might all shake out, and who the winners and losers will be when it comes to automobiles.
And we are talking about the musical Chicago in your arts and entertainment section. Yeah, you got to do the jazz hands.
So you'll enjoy it if you go down to the Naples Players, if you enjoy the musical Chicago. But in addition, we found out that not only is it a wonderful show to see, but each of the songs that you might be familiar with, which they play, for example, All That Jazz, Razzle Dazzle, Roxy, they're all based on real life stories. The director said some are a combination of more than one real life character, but they all have a historical basis. And we tell those stories from the songs of Chicago in this week's Arts Entertainment. So catch the show and get a little bit behind what's going on with those songs in this week's Arts Entertainment.
Top picks, a lot going on in Southwest Florida, and you've got your readers covered.
Yep, and we always know what the top picks to do are in town, and it's summer, so there's a little bit less to do, but there's still plenty to do, including, in addition to Chicago at the Naples Players, Mark Foley at Laugh and Comedy, Something Into the Water show at Sidney and Byrne Davis Art Center, John Langston, and much more. Always check us out online on your device and on stands free.
Free, that's the key word. Eric Raditz. Last word, we'll give it to you.
Well, the NBC too, doing a great job. Always an honor and a pleasure to stand next to you too. So
Thanks for
keep up
coming
the hard work.
We like that.
I'm always here.